You are in the middle of sharing a personal success story with a group, and before you even finish, someone jumps in. They tell a story about how they did something bigger, better, or faster. You mention a new car, and they immediately start talking about the luxury vehicle they plan to buy. This behavior stems from a sense of inadequacy. When you share an accomplishment, a one-upper feels threatened. Their perceived social status drops, causing a moment of panic where they feel forced to steal the spotlight to feel secure again. To handle this without appearing defensive, you use a behavioral script called the underreaction. It neutralizes attention-seeking behavior by simply refusing to participate in the competition. If you try to tell an even better story, you validate their game. If you look visibly annoyed, they win because they successfully ruined your moment. Mastering this reaction prevents you from falling into that trap. The strategy begins the second the one-upper finishes their exaggerated story. They will typically pause and look around the room, waiting for a signal of awe or approval. In this moment, give them nothing. Do not act impressed, and withhold all nodding or encouraging facial expressions. Maintain absolute silence. The most common failure point is offering a polite follow-up. You must strictly avoid asking any questions about their story or providing the conversational bridge they are looking for. A one-upper feeds on validation. As the seconds pass without a response, the energy they poured into their story has nowhere to go. Without immediate social feedback, their momentum breaks. The silence forces them to sit with the weight of their own exaggeration. When you deny them conversational feedback, the group is forced to observe the interrupter standing in a vacuum. The effort they spent trying to look superior becomes the most visible thing about them. Once you have established that silence, you move to your physical and vocal response. Keep your body language neutral. Keep your shoulders dropped, your facial expression blank, and maintain direct, unblinking eye contact. Avoid looking annoyed. If you cross your arms or scowl, you signal that the interruption affected you, which gives the interrupter the satisfaction of having disrupted your confidence. Offer a single, slow nod. When you speak, use a flat, emotionless tone, as if you are acknowledging a mundane fact. Choose one of two phrases, okay or good for you. Do not use a sarcastic tone. Sarcasm is a defensive reaction that reveals you are bothered. A flat delivery suggests the interruption was so insignificant it didn't even warrant an emotional shift. This combination of neutral physicality and a flat tone demonstrates that your ego is unaffected. You are signaling that their attempt to overshadow you had no impact. The final move happens immediately after you deliver your two-word response. Break eye contact with the one-upper decisively. Physically turn your body and your attention back to the person you were originally speaking to before you were cut off. Resume your original story exactly where it was interrupted, acting as if the interrupter's comment was a minor background noise that has already passed. By physically closing the circle with your original conversation partner, you leave the interrupter on the outside. The group's focus naturally follows your lead, returning to your narrative and leaving the interrupter without an audience. This physical turn is the definitive action that reclaims the conversation. It forces the group's collective focus away from the interrupter and back to you. When executed correctly, the threat to your social standing is neutralized without you ever having to raise your voice or argue. The interrupter is left having overextended themselves for a reaction that never arrived. While they are left trying to figure out where their momentum went, you remain the calm center of the group. A person who understands their own worth refuses to compete for the spotlight. They don't need to prove they are better because they are not threatened by someone else's claims. Allowing an insecure person to exhaust their energy against a wall of neutrality is the most efficient way to maintain control of your social reality.